You know, some of you guys are going to ask me, why did I review this movie? And I'll tell you why. It's because family. F9 was directed by Justin Lin and stars Vin Diesel, Tyrese Gibson, John Cena, Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris, and the list goes on with a bunch of great actors. And in this film, Cypher enlists the help of Jacob, Dom's younger brother, to take revenge on Dom and his team. And I was really looking forward to this movie, actually. I really was, because of Justin Lin. He was the director of two of my favorite Fast and Furious movies, aside from 7, and that was 5 and 6. And he's coming back, and he was directing F9, so I was really looking forward to it, and I really wanted to see what he could do. And this movie was, I think, my number 5 or 6 sort of most anticipated movie of the year. Did it live up to my hype? Well, I'm going to tell you right now by talking about the good. And one thing that I can really pull away from this movie is that it is extremely entertaining from beginning to end. There is not a lot of logic here, but this movie is entertaining. It's actually good if you go watch some of these reviews before you go watch this movie, because you need to go in with a certain expectation to enjoy it. This movie is not supposed to be taken seriously. If you kind of go into the movie kind of thinking it's a comedy, you're gonna have a blast. I laughed a lot during this movie at jokes and stuff that wasn't even jokes. So yeah, this movie is just entertaining from top to bottom. Also, the characters all fit their roles really well in this movie. They've all come into great form. Vin Diesel's great as Dom. Tyrese Gibson's really funny in this movie. I love his and Ludacris's interaction back and forth kind of there. I think actually a lot of the girls in here, including Letty and Mia especially, were brought more to form in this movie, and we're actually given some good characterization in here, so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And one thing also I really enjoyed is that it keeps going back to these flashbacks of Dom's dad's death, kind of to incorporate Jacob's storyline in this film, which I thought was great. I thought that Jacob's character, maybe not John Cena's performance, because John Cena was alright in this movie, he wasn't great, but Jacob's character had an interesting type backstory that I could kind of get on board with, and whenever it flashed back, you would actually see some racing sequences, which is what this franchise was based on. So I really enjoyed those flashback sequences, and I had a good time with those. And with the action sequences that you get in the real time in this film, you kind of just have to throw all logic out the window and just enjoy it. Stuff popcorn in your face and enjoy it, and that's kind of what I did with my friends that I went to go see this movie with. And speaking of, I went to the theaters to go see this movie, so I'm kind of biased towards that. The fact that I actually got to go to the theaters like once in like a year or something, so I was really excited about that. So I kind of am just sort of happy about that. But this movie obviously is not perfect, like obviously, so let's move into the bad here. And one huge thing that I kind of had that really bugged me about this movie, while I could get on board with all like the stupidity that was thrown at the screen and everything, there was two things that really bugged me about this movie. And one of those things was machine guns don't hit anybody in this movie, and that was really bothering me, because every guy is such a terrible shot. There's a scene where Tyrese Gibson is literally in this pit. There's 15 guys surrounding him. There's like 10 guys in the same area. He's just got one thing, he's shooting at them, and none of them hit him. Actually, no, scratch that. Some of them do hit him, but they try to go self-aware, and he's like, are we invincible here, or something like that? And that's also another aspect I didn't really love that much. I mean, I enjoyed some of the self-aware jokes that they tried to throw at the screen, but it kind of feels like, hey, we're self-aware here, so, you know, we can do whatever the hell we want in this movie, you know? So that is one thing that I did not really enjoy in this film, was the self-awareness, and the fact that no bullets hit anybody. Nobody got a scratch, nobody got a scar, like nothing at all hit anybody in this movie. And one other thing that I really noticed is that cars are not cushions, okay? There's so many scenes in this movie where someone's flying through the air, or gets blown up, and they're flying through the air, and either Dom or someone else drifts in with their car and they land on a car, and I'm like, a car is a metal moving vehicle. That's not a cushion. Like, there's a scene where Letty's flying through the air because she got flipped off her motorbike. She's about to hit on the dirt or grass, and Dom swings in with his car, and I'm like, I would rather hit the dirt or grass on that, because it's like a moving vehicle. And there's another scene where Jacob has to land. Like, there's so many scenes where a car is the cushion, and I was just like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, that just, it's not a cushion. And yeah, and also one thing that really bugged me about Jacob's character, while I do enjoy his backstory and everything, it doesn't really lead to, I want to be a global terrorist, you know? It's like, I got some issues when I was a kid. Maybe I want to beat my brother, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be going a global terrorist, and that's what he does in this movie. And I was very confused by that. I was like, what are you talking about there, buddy? Like, you want to go this big because of what happened back then? It just does not really make that much sense. Also in this movie, you do get a scene with Cardi B. Yeah, Cardi B randomly shows up in this movie, and you can't understand a fucking word she's saying, and it's really annoying. And just it's hard to judge this movie, like, because you're either on one side where it's like a really entertaining movie, but it's deeply flawed. So it's whatever, you're either critically a fan of the franchise, like whatever. I was sort of a fan of the franchise when they got more insane, so that's why I had a good kick out of this movie. So for final thoughts, I enjoyed this movie, guys. I had a lot of fun with it. Obviously, there are some deep negative flaws about this movie, including logic. You could pick this movie apart literally every second, but that doesn't negate how much fun I did have with this movie and how much fun I had going back to the theaters to watch a film. So with all that said, I am going to give F9 a B-. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this review. Stay tuned for a video that's going to be coming very soon, where I'm going to be reviewing kind of in the montage movies that I've missed over the years. It's going to be like 7 or 8 movies, so be prepared for that video coming up. Also, stay tuned for other reviews coming very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Comment down below, what did you guys think of F9? Are you on board with this crazy kind of shenanigans that they're going on? Or do you wish they went back to street racing and stuff like that? Comment down below, let me know. Also, hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Have a great day, guys.